in the basement of the Hinsdale Dandy house. It is November 15th, 2022, and I have a K2 meter right next to me that all of a sudden is making a bunch of noise. Are we on Wi-Fi? Okay. As I was saying, the K2 meter is all of a sudden acting up, and it wasn't acting up upstairs. So I'm going to do this dowsing rod session. I'm not going to face you directly because I need to look over my shoulder here. So we will get started with the dowsing rod session. As I was saying, we were in the basement of the Hinsdale Dandy house, and I will ask about the time when Clara Dandy lived in this home. If there are any entities here that were here when Clara Dandy was here, if you'd like to respond to me via the dowsing rods, if you make them go towards this hole in the wall for yes, and if you make them go the opposite direction for no, then I'll understand what you're saying. And are there any entities here that would like to participate in this session with me so that we can get answers and possibly I can help you? Over to the hole for yes, and the opposite direction for no. No, there's no one here from the Dandy's era, 1973. Would you like to communicate via the K2 meter? Do you like that device better? I suppose numerous people ask you to communicate via the K2 meter, so you should know what I'm talking about when I say the K2 meter. Is there anyone here that knows Paul Kenyon? And I'll ask again, is there any spirit or entity or otherwise here that knew Clara Dandy when she was here in 1973? Okay. Is there an entity here that was here about 6 months ago that displayed their power to me and Dan in the backyard when they made the lights go off in the grass? Are you here? Dan and I were out in the backyard when the lights from the kitchen that were going through the back door windows were shining down on the grass at 11 p.m. at night. It was pitch black, and you made the lights on the grass go out. Or someone did. Are you here? A year or so ago when I was here, I got scratched overnight with 10 scratches on my leg. I woke up in the morning with those scratches. It looked like nails. I had a mouth bite, teeth marks on my left top of my hand, and I had a red mark on my right upper lip. in the morning when I woke up from sleeping. Are you here? The one responsible for all of that? Is there anyone here that was from the Dandy family that used to live here? Is there any entity here that wants to display their energy today or tomorrow while I'm here? You can use the K2 if you don't know how to use the dowsing rods. You haven't harassed me yet for the last couple of days while I was here. Do you intend on harassing me tonight or tomorrow? Yes. Towards the hole in the wall. No, the opposite direction. I'll be upstairs in the living room and within a half an hour doing a silent session, listening for you. Do you want to participate in that session? Oh my. Okay, that's all right. I'll be here. As I said, it'll be a silent session. I will turn off all the blowers. I will sit there in the dark. I will have an infrared camera on me and the rest of the room. And I will have a FLIR camera on me. So if you have any heat, I'll be able to see where you're at. I'm not sure if the FLIR camera will pick up anything so that I can see you. You do want me to see you, don't you? So you want to participate, but you don't want to be seen. No? You want to participate, but you want to be seen under your own terms. Am I right? Do you know what I mean when I say that? Do you want to use the K2 meter right over here and talk? You can still answer the same questions by lighting up that meter over there. There's plenty of energy in this house. There's two balls that produce energy. I've got energy. There's others. Paul will be back tomorrow to either tell you something or wait to hear from you. I think it was Sunday night he heard from one of your buddies telling him to either sit up or sit down, one or the other. Different humans hear different things. Maybe you can clarify that with him when you see him again. I'm sure he'll sit back down in that closet and you can communicate with him if that's the only place you can communicate with him. I wonder why in that closet. I do wonder why. I'm not expecting you to be able to answer me. Are you going to harass me tonight? Are you going to harass Paul at his house tonight? Do you speak English? I'll probably be sleeping in Mike's bed again tonight. Are you going to mess with the doorknob like you did the first time I was ever here? Or don't you know what I'm talking about? You might not know what I'm talking about if you're not the one that did it to me. Do you see a white light from where you are? Because I'm told that you don't have to hang out where you are. You can go towards the light. Well, that's what I'm told. I haven't been there. Can you make that meter on the wall with the green light light up for a yes or a no? Or did you say it was too cold down here for you and you don't want to hang out? I wouldn't mind speaking with the entity who broke my car window the last time I was here in June. That's not a cheap issue. Then you mess with my car door locks, and then you mess with the knob so I could get out of the car once I was in, and then you made the cruise control run the radio, and the radio ran the cruise control. Are you here? Or are you ashamed of your behavior and you don't want to admit that you're here? Maybe emotion is not a thing where you are. And shame isn't in your vocabulary. I have cameras out all over the place. Do you like to hang out by the pond? I hear the cemetery's fun at night. But today I hung an angel and a cross up there on the trees. Oh, one tree. Maybe it's a bush. It's a growth out of the ground. I don't know what you want to call it though. Were you buried here? You don't want to talk? Well, I'll have a silent session in the living room. You said you wanted to talk there. or at least be present. Can't guarantee I'm going to hear anything that you're saying. Yes and no. Maybe I'll be able to hear. Maybe that's what you mean. Well, I'm going to sign off now. You sure there isn't anything you want to show me? Make me hear? Startle me, maybe? You like startling people, don't you? Clara wrote a whole book on how you like to startle people. Drive people away from this area. Make them angry. Are you saying no, that's not your style? Because no is to my left. Maybe you're lying to me. Like little children lie about who ate the cookies. Well, let's get upstairs and do the lights out, even though your activity is 24/7, not just at night. I'll have the FLIR camera on and I will have an infrared on. And I'll sit there for at least 15 to 20 seconds, or 20 minutes. That should be enough time for you to communicate if you have anything to say. I'm not interested in getting hit in the head with a frying pan, but if you'd like to discuss something or show me something or ask me something telepathically, I might be able to pick up on that. Okay, I'm going to log off and get prepared for my lights out adventure. Alright, thank you everyone for watching. I will try to upload this to YouTube, my channel, after I get home at the end of this week, but it'll be instant on Paul's Dandy house page. Thank you again for watching.